Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I see people coming on.
Hello.
Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Nice to see you all.
Aloha.
Aloha. Hello. Hi,
Hello.
hi.
Everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim. Hi, Chris.
Hey, everybody.
Good to see all of you.
Hi.
Susie.
Hey,
Hello.
Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Hi, Jonas.
Hello,
Aiden.
Jonas.
Hello,
Hi.
Aiden.
Wow, good seeing you all at once.
Yeah, it's fun to be here all
Aha.
together. It's exciting.
And very international.
Yeah, we're from all over here, I can see.
Do I have a question?
Yes.
No, I do.
I know. Your hand is up.
It was magical. I don't know what happened. I said hi, I think.
You always have a question. So, welcome everyone. I see, gosh, people joining from all over the place.
Hey. Hi,
Uh,
Rika.
hi,
Hello.
hi, hi. Wow, it's so lovely to see everyone.
Mm.
Hello, hello, yes. Well, I guess maybe we can go ahead and sort of begin to get started here. I know that people will probably be joining us as we go. So our goal here is to wanted to sort of look over it and talk about what's going to be happening this summer, which is a pretty exciting summer coming up. We have three programs that are hybrid programs, so they're both online and in person. Plus, we have our 50th NLP 50th anniversary event. So a lot going on. Those are all hybrid. I see. Actually, I think it's interesting. I see. Thank you that Wenbin is saying she's coming in from China. Maybe if we just put in, be interesting to put into the chat where everyone is from. Where are
Mm.
you right now? In fact, could be an interesting thing to know. Let's sort of say. So I see Sweden, Japan, Belgium, Georgia, Warsaw, France, Tempe, Arizona, Cannes. Wow, lots here. Uh, Paris, Northern Germany, India. Wow. So we are literally from all over the world, as usual. Nice to see you all. California, of course, and Utah, and not only California, but Santa Cruz. So we are. So, so again, what we thought we would do is just kind of do say a little bit about each of the programs that's coming up, and give each of our trainers here. Actually, maybe we even just begin by having our trainers say hello, introduce yourselves, and which programs you're going to be involved in. So I'm Robert. I think you can probably tell. I'm kind of going to be jumping around to all these programs, um, and really looking forward to that. So, Judy,
Well, I'm Judy, aka Judith DeLozier, only called Judith when I'm in trouble generally. And well, I think I know these programs relatively well after many years of traveling the path with Robert and Susie and Tim along the way as well, and Teresa, Robbie, Judith. I mean, so many of you. So I've been on the path for a long time, as many as 50 years myself. So it's a very exciting year. And that's who I am. And I don't know when I will be there, but I will be around.
Hooray! Um,
Hooray.
let's well, you were mentioning Tim and Chris and Susie. Tim and Chris, why don't you say a little bit about?
Hello from Chicago,
Uh,
basically, not far from there. And we've been basically involved with NLP since around 1980-ish. Robert, Susie, and I wrote a book called Beliefs Pathway to Health and Well-Being, and fortunately still being published. So we're still working away. I just got back from Japan where we did a advanced health program kind of based on all those ideas. And um, I'm not sure exactly where Robert's going to ask me to train this summer, but
We're,
I'll find
we're still
out.
getting the schedule put together, but
Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
been
But anyway, I think I met most of you or many of you, so good to see you again.
And my name is Chris Hallbaum. I'm a latecomer to the field. I didn't get involved till about 1986, so I'm not sure how many years that is. I think it's almost anyway.
30. It's 30.
Oh, I think it's 40 actually.
86. You're right. That's 40.
86.
That's right, Chris.
Yeah, and yeah, I was lucky. I got to meet Robert and Tim and Susie in '88, and then got to meet Teresa at the IASH conference in Park City, I think in the late '80s or something, and then met Judith. And anyway, it's been my lifelong career, and like Tim, I'm an international trainer, so I've got to train all over. Recently, most of my training has been with the NLP Japan Learning Center. And this summer, I believe we're training in the trainer's training or master's
Both.
training.
I think you probably will be in both.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
And I think that's enough about me for now. So I'm just honored to be with this group of people. It's a good crew of people to be with. So thank you everybody for joining.
Thank you both. Well, and so why don't we go to Susie then?
Yeah, well, I've been around forever. I'm sure I'm the oldest one of all of us, and known Robert since he was a youngster, it seems like.
Right.
Anyway, been training in lots of different programs, and I've been going Santa Cruz for many different summers for lots of things. And I have no idea what I'm doing this summer, but I'll be around.
Great. Thank you, Susie. But let's go to the other Judith.
Hello, everyone. I'm the other Judith, and I've got my own NLP Institute in London for many years and have worked with Judy on lots of projects, especially in the last 20 years, and was a sponsor for many, many years for Robert. I love these programs. They're just absolutely wonderful programs. If you're even remotely thinking of taking training as your kind of life passion to the next level, these are such rich, multi-level, multi-dimensional programs, and I'm so thrilled to be part of them. I love them. I love it. I love coming and being part of
Yes.
this.
Thank you. Thank you. And the two Judith Lowe and Judy DeLozier are collectively called the Judi by named so by Robbie Steinhaus, who I would like to. Why don't you go next, Robbie?
Thanks, Robert, and well, lovely to see you all. Well, I'm actually, if you say, Chris, you're fairly new to the field. I must be fresh meat then, because I actually did these programs. That's how I got into NLP. I'm both a qualified trainer and master trainer of NLP because I actually attended the programs in Santa Cruz, albeit about 20 years ago, or a bit more. But yes, I've been teaching them as well for about the past 12, 13 years. And so, yeah, I'm really committed. I mean, it means if you hang around for another 20 years, maybe you'll get to teach it too. But it's, they're both. And I would say, I mean, the trainer training is not only a kind of excellent kind of presentation skills and kind of, but it gives people moves from if practitioner and master practitioner puts you in a place of sort of your own healing and development. Trainer training as you bring it into the world. Which I think is a kind of massive sort of shift. So even if you don't want to teach NLP, it's just kind of manifesting NLP in the world in some way or another. And master trainer, well, I mean, that's a kind of incredible experience too. So yes, looking forward to teaching these amazing programs with you, Robert, and team.
Thank you, Robbie. Well, in addition to the trainer training and master trainer training, we also have our success factor modeling program going on, and I'm going to ask my two fellow trainers of that to say hello. Jean-François, do you want to begin?
Sure. Hello, everybody. I'm Jean-François. I'm from France. I've been part of the SFM leadership team for 10 years, and we've been delivering trainings all over with SFM 1, 2, and 3. With Elizabeth, we have a heart in SFM 2, in SFM 1 and 3 as well. But this summer is going to be a really special one because we are bringing SFM 1 to the AI world. And I believe this bridge is really a very interesting challenge. How do you bring AI to the soul of being an entrepreneur? So that's a very deep challenge that we are taking on.
Great, thank you. And Elizabeth.
And I'm Elizabeth. I am also from France, from the south of France. And I am a part of the leadership team maybe for 8 years. And I am also a master trainer. And I am really, really happy to be part of this bridge between NLP and SFM. So I'm really looking forward to being with you this summer. Thank you.
Thank you. And then we also have some other master trainers and support. And so we have Susanna Wong is one of our master trainers who's been giving our a practitioner and master practitioners online. Susanna, would you like to say hello?
Sure. Sorry, I
Hi.
joined the meeting a little bit late. Hi, everybody. Okay, I
Hi.
will see you guys very soon on the campus. Yes, I am coming or I am going. Thank you for the great opportunity. I never expected my NLP journey would lead me to where I am today, and very happy to work closely with Teresa in the past few years. We've been chatting almost every other day, and thank you so much for the opportunity. I really have been having fun teaching the students from NLP University, and please make sure you refer students to us, to NLPU, I mean. And yeah, so look forward to meeting you all in person again and again and again. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Susanna. Lovely. Now we also so let's go to Deb Roundy. You have a special role, I know, as well, but you are muted, Deb. Yeah.
Audio. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi.
And so glad to be here and so excited for this year. I have been at NLPU in some way since 2008 and only missed 1 year. Besides that, several years I went to both sessions. I have gone through the SFM program. It's not one of my big interests, but I wanted to know more about it so I could help people who were on campus with the SFM program. And so I pretty much know the program there. I've been through it. And I've used my NLP in many ways, but almost every way I use it, except when I am counseling people, is as a teacher. And I have taught practitioner in China and and then I've taught classes that include that in Vietnam, in Vanuatu, and I introduced Vanuatu to NLP, and in
Wow.
Samoa also. And I
Cool.
also work with some people all around the world, and it's been really fun. I'm going to share something really quick for those of you who don't know. And my husband got a bleed in his retina, and it was assumed he would go blind or at least never be able to regain his eyesight. And immediately we started doing NLP, and we have seen miracles happen in these last 3 weeks. So
Yay.
NLP is
Hey.
so valuable. Thanks.
Yay. Thank you, Deb. And then we also, Michelle, would you like to say hello and introduce yourself as well?
Hello, I'm Michelle Rausch. I live in Aptos, California. I've been involved with NLP since the beginning. When John and Judy were up at UCSC, we were raised our families up there as we were
Wow.
going to school. And Robert was so instrumental in saving my life.
Mhm.
And I was very ill, and that was the time I guess you had written belief systems after that with Tim and
Yeah, it was after that. Yeah.
through
Yes.
that. But he got me through a really tough time and really made a difference in my life. So I've been immersed in NLP all these years. I have a PhD in clinical psychology, so I work deeply with people. And I've been working how long? I can't even remember, Robert, at UCSC as the person, the go-to person.
Yes, that's got to be many, many years, like decades.
Oh, yeah. Decades for sure. Yes.
A long time. So now my focus is working with Ukraine, and I've got 2 workshops coming up with them on modeling and submodalities, which that's really kind of interesting. And yeah, my focus is on really optimal health and well-being for people. And no matter what the circumstances, is building resilience and joy of life and deeper connection with nature and with life. So
Great.
that's my focus. So thank you.
Great.
And
Thank you, Michelle.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to this summer and touching people rather than just the Zoom. Yeah. So it'll be good.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Karel Mortier, coming from Belgium, and I'm supporting Teresa and Deborah with some extra energy. So what they ask, I will do. And actually, NLP, it's really, I'm grateful in this generative field. I just survived cancer, and I'm really grateful to NLP. Tim, I reach out to you. Thank you for that interesting, inspiring phone call. And it's not only Tim, it is generative field that supported me. And I have a mission this summer, not only being resourceful towards NLP, but as well healthcare, supporting man with prostate cancer, the life before, during the cancer, and in particular after the cancer. And this is my mission. And it's a kind of special moment at this moment as well for me. But state management, I will be resourceful in the first place, and the field will do its work, I'm sure. Thank you.
Well, good work. Good work.
Yeah. Thank you, Carl. So I think what I would then go on to do, maybe, since one of the things we want to do is to at least say a little bit about each of the programs. And then I would give our trainers and our support team anything they want to add about that. So I am going to now officially share. So we have our 50th. This is the 50th anniversary. As I said, we have these 3 programs. One is our NLPU 400, which is NLP training and consulting skills. One of the things that many of us who are here have realized is that, when you're a consultant, you sometimes naturally sort of get into being a trainer. When you're a trainer, you also do some consulting because you're, asking questions. So we felt these are a good combination. This is a list of some of the skills, what we call meta leadership, which is leading other leaders, because we think this is often what we're doing as a trainer. Obviously, Robbie was mentioning there's presentation skills, there's giving and receiving feedback, but there's also much more than that. There is, what we're calling relational skills, self-management, group management, conducting demonstrations, assigning exercises, but also designing and constructing exercises and assessing. So all of the things, our goal here is it's not just a presentation skills program. It really is a full training, all the different skills that are necessary to become a professional trainer. What we do here is we use NLP to do the training. We're using NLP to do training, but the content of that training can be anything. So this is one of the things we actually invite people to do in this program, is to create their own trainings. And then we use exploring how we use NLP to do that. And we, also look at this, what we call this intervention cycle. So every one of the topics, we're usually exploring how we do planning, how we prepare for those, how we, perform it, how we evaluate, and then sort of rearranging, reorganizing. So these are the kind of things that we do on practically a daily basis. And also going over all the basic things that are done in an NLP based training program. So now what I'm going to do is pause for just a moment. And so one of the things that we have been doing, and all of the programs are in this organized this way this year, we have these online dashboards. So the programs are hybrid, and like all of the other programs, um, this trainer training, the first part is online only, and then the second part is hybrid, where people will be in person in Santa Cruz, and some will still be online. And we use this, what we call these dashboards. So this would be an example. So I think most of you have probably either seen or know these. There's when you click on this, whoops, hold on. I'm gonna have to sign in here. Wait a second. Um, I thought I had already done that, but let's see if this gets us in quickly enough. Oops. Well, I'll show it on a different one. Let's see if the also, in fact, I'll just go to the master trainer right now. Uh, so this is the events for the master trainer, um, and you'll see that again, each one of these. I'll just click on this one now. Shoot. All right, I think I had signed into all of these, but then, but then because I waited long enough, it didn't. So I'm going to try one more. But I think you get the idea of these dashboards. Here's one I believe that should work. I'm hoping. Yes. So this is what they all essentially look like. You have a master class, a video master class, where I am presenting something that is relevant, whatever the topic is. And then we have the slides, and actually the slides, these look like they are these were actually in French. So I'm going to put it back to English. You can, and what this is just showing you is that you can,
We can't see the screen.
you can't see the screen?
No.
Oh,
No.
shoot. Sorry.
Hi, Franco.
Can you see it?
Yes, there it is.
Sorry,
Got it.
everyone.
Got it.
Sorry, I'll have to. So what I was saying is that for each of these, here, let me go back to the actual dashboard here. So for each of these topics, whether it's the trainer training, the master trainer training, or the success factor modeling, we have this dashboard with all of the different days and the topics for those days. And people can go up and watch these master classes first. And so in addition to the master class itself, there are the slides. So this would be an example of these slides. Plus, you also have you also have our Antonio Mesa has done the graphic facilitation for every single one of these classes. So you see you get a summary with this graphic facilitation. And then there also are particular readings that you have. You can, I believe they are printable. So, and for every one of these classes that I was showing you, trainer, master trainer, and the success factor modeling, you have all of those different aspects online for each one of the topics and the days. Now then, of course, what we do is we will have online training sessions where we'll have sort of scheduled, they're usually about 90 minutes and they're for different times of the day for different parts of the world. They are also recorded, and we will be sending out that schedule. We'll be working that out between all of us as the trainers, and sending that out to you. There will be, again, a schedule for the online only part. The first week of each of these programs is online only. And then the second week is going to be hybrid with people in Santa Cruz. Let me just quickly go back to, hold on. I'm going to go back to the slides for just a moment and just kind of, we'll finish that and sort of our trainers can add anything that they want to. So this is for the master trainer. We call it master trainer, developer, and transformational entrepreneur. And so we cover a whole number of different types of themes: modeler and developer, advanced NLP, training skills, this idea of transformational entrepreneur, coach and facilitator of collective intelligence, and conscious leader. Those are all parts of different, these are all actually parts of different success factor modeling programs that have been integrated in. And then, of course, we're doing the next generation entrepreneur program, where that's primarily focusing on this next generation entrepreneurs, but we'll also touch upon some of these others. And kind of we'll be working with this idea of building the circle of success and the different levels of success factors. So these are all parts of that training. And these are again the types of skills that we will be covering in the success factor modeling program. Now, what do want to say that because different parts of these trainings do relate to each other, there will be times when we will have plenaries where people from the trainer training, master trainer training, and success factor modeling will all get a chance to meet together and have a chance to to interact. Again, I think this will be it's going to be a very rich program. It's again the first time that it's been done, that we've ever done this. So we're blazing new trails. And I think as you'll get a chance at some point to be able to visit and see, or to be visited by all of the trainers here, because we will be, as I said, kind of integrating programs at various times. Suzanne, I see you have your hand up to add something.
Not really, but I got a message from my former student Amel,
Yeah.
and she is waiting to be admitted. Do you see her?
Okay. No.
Maybe when she popped over again, you can admit her.
And what's her name? Because we had people that
Amel.
Amel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me test her to rejoin us.
I will watch for her.
Thank you. Thank you.
Asar, is it?
Yeah. So by the way, maybe this is a moment. Any one of the trainers want to say anything about those programs?
Well, I would like to say about both the trainer and the master trainer, I think they're extremely delicious. And one of the things that makes, for me, all the years of sort of test, operate, creating that, developing that trainer training, that when people would come with so many different content areas to share, it could be bees from South America, somebody teaching a doctoral study in bees from South America, could be yoga, just this amazing sort of smorgasbord of knowledge that just is resident in that field, which is just delicious. It's like eating an amazing meal. And I think the master trainer is so beautiful in that it allows us to really begin to develop, those different roles that whether we ever use them or not, they're there for us to use. And finding the integrated pathways between, which is, of course, the essence of you in the middle of that. In that development. So I really love both of those programs. There's a lot of my heart in those programs and spirit over the years with Robert, and they only get better and better.
Thank you, Judy.
No, thank you, Robert.
I think what I'd like to add is, to me, what's magical about the trainers training and master trainers training is the international array of participants that come to these programs, because I believe you have to be a master practitioner to take those programs.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
used to call it the NLP UN.
Yeah, exactly.
Back in the old
And
days. They would give me hope every year.
it is so incredible to be amongst a community of people who have not only done master practitioner training, then they're taking it to the next level to trainers training or masters trainers training. And to piggyback on what Judy said, NLPU attracts an amazing group of people, and so it's a powerhouse for community building and for developing friendships, and also the programs themselves I'm quite proud of, because at the trainers training and master training level, as trainers, we're really preparing the next generation of NLP trainers around the world. And it's exciting to be a part of that, both from a trainer standpoint and also from a standpoint of being a participant or a student. I'm lucky because I got to do those programs several decades ago as a student, and I can still remember as a student sitting up there on the campus, and I can remember some of the specific techniques and processes that I learned. And every time I train now, because I've been lucky to train, in many countries, and I still remember some of the things that I learned in those programs, and I think I've probably integrated them at the level of unconscious competence,
Mm.
and really feel like the NLP University's trainers training and master trainers are amongst the best in the entire world.
Great.
So I would really highly encourage you to do those programs. If you haven't, it will be a life-changing experience. You'll make friends that will be lifelong friends. And as far as your intellectual pursuits or your pursuits in NLP or in the training industry or education, will be taken to a very high level.
Mm.
So
Thank
I'm
you.
very proud to be a part
Thank you,
of
Chris.
these programs.
Thank you. I see that Michelle has her hand up.
I think that what we're all saying is there is a collective intelligence with cutting edge material.
Yeah.
And we're learning this in a very, deep way so that we can go out and make a difference in the world. So that, as the saying is we create a world in which people want to belong. So I think that's, in a nutshell, what we do there. But in addition to that, we just have fun. Really connect with people and formulate those connections that make a difference in the world.
Cool beans.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yes, Susie.
I would just second what all the rest of them are saying. In addition, I can't tell you how much I have learned from the participants over the years.
You got it. You got it.
Yes, yes.
Well,
absolutely.
I just got back from being in Europe and visiting friends that I have made over the years in all the NLP courses, and it's really fun to have friends everywhere you go.
Especially now.
Especially now.
Yeah, it's a small world.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me say a couple of words, maybe briefly, about the anniversary event, and then we'll see what questions you guys have. I mean, I think that's one of our main things we wanted to do. So I come back here. Here is our 50th anniversary event, which is a six-day program event at UC Santa Cruz. It will also be hybrid, celebrating the 50th anniversary. The meta group started before, but NLP didn't actually get the name Neuro-Linguistic Programming till 1975. And so we kind of what we want to do is sort of, celebrate the past by sharing stories about the origins. It's been very interesting for me recently that so many people are actually interested now in the origins, and I think because they're sort of becoming lost, right? That
Yeah.
the people that were there and the new people don't know anything about that. So I think that there's really something very exciting about that part of it. And then, of course, enriching the present by focusing on recent developments and applications, integration of things like artificial intelligence. And then, of course, we want to spend time co-creating the future, looking at what other things are there to be modeled, what other things are, we looking forward to in the future. There's so many things that NLP can be applied to, and so kind of want to do some dreaming together and envisioning that future. So we will, of course, be having, I'm sure that everybody here, all the trainers and our support people on this call will be presenting something at this anniversary event. We have other people, it'll be coming from all over the world. It'll be really, I think, a feast of different kinds of events. We're looking at having panels as well as, presentations, as well as, you know, um, little mini workshops and master classes. So I think it's something that is going to be, again, a pretty much a once in a lifetime kind of possibility. So yeah, and not sure if anyone else wants to, again, add anything about any of these programs, or if anybody has any questions for us.
Well, I
Any?
have to ditto the fact that there's a lot of interest in the early days, and
Yes.
history is so slippery. So it would be it would be really nice to have different perspectives and you know, to really put some effort into looking through the different lenses of
Yes.
the different people that were there. And
Yeah.
absolutely to extend into the future. I'm not getting any younger. I like thinking about maybe who is that next generation that's going to be carrying it on and, yeah. So,
We do have a question in the chat box from Eric. Yeah,
hey,
he
Yes.
would
Eric.
like to know some idea what the program will be about I guess it's regarding 50th anniversary and who the speakers are. I am also curious to know because I will be there for the anniversary events day.
Well, like I said, at this point, we were just what I was showing on that slide, right? There'll be past, present, future, and we don't have a specific lineup yet of who all's going to be doing what. But as I said, I think pretty much every one of our uh, people who is on trainers who have introduced themselves will be doing something. I know I will be certainly be presenting and having be joined by some of my co-creators of the, for example, the success factor modeling for effective healthcare. Be a presentation on that. The Mindset Maps International and Mindset School. That's going to be another thing that we'll be going over. Pretty much the idea as various ones of our trainers have been saying is we'll be looking at applications of NLP in education, like Deb was talking about, in health, because you could even hear all the different examples of health. Certainly from the success factor modeling, there's the whole area, there's many different areas of business in terms of entrepreneurship, in terms of leadership. So we're going to be looking at all of that different array of applications. We'll be also certainly looking at how NLP and the generative change go together. So we'll plan to have, all of those different kinds of topics. However, Eric, we don't have the list yet, and we don't have the list of the presenters, but that's something I'm working on that will be coming soon, as soon as I
Yeah, I
can.
think I think to ditto Robert, if you think about that master trainer and those different roles and where is NLP in those roles being expressed now and where could that future be the next step out, but also what are other roles where we could extend out.
Yes.
Um, I know
Yeah.
there was just an amazing conference at the university on science and social justice, and that one's got me really kind of thinking about what role NLP might play in that space. And, I think there's just lots of space out there for us to look at because it's a model to build models. It doesn't have that
Yeah.
kind of limitation. Whatever we see that's, exciting, interesting, and you're curious about, and you feel like there's something there to distill that you can pass on to the world. We have the skills to do it. That's what makes us all so special.
Yes. So
Sorta.
So I'm seeing the message from Christina. She says, I'm still a bit confused about the schedule. Um, so maybe so the way that this works is in fact maybe I will even just go back to the slides for a second because we have whoops.
And Kuyoko has a question as well.
Yeah. So again, we started this during the pandemic where we did this thing called flipping the classroom,
Oh, we
where
wrote an article about that 100 years
a
ago.
long time ago. That's right, Judy. So we have the way it basically works is that you saw those dashboards, and Christina and everyone else, you can go on and view those lessons at any time. We'll be making. I think we're going to make the first half of the dashboard available starting beginning of July, and then people you can go on and start even getting previewing these master classes and the different some of them there's also little assessments or practice sessions, and then starting on the 3rd of August, online, we will have these real-time plenary meetings for question answers, supplementary demos, and maybe community building activities. And there will usually be 90-minute morning ones for people in Europe and the Americas, 90-minute evening ones. And we will probably also have during the day I know what our success factor modeling next generation entrepreneur trainers, we're thinking of having sometimes again these maybe hour to 90-minute sessions for office hours or other kind of practice sessions to go on. So there will also be practice sessions that will be organized, and then they'll be recorded and posted. Now, again, the practice sessions will usually be done in between the two plenaries. So, and then during the second part, when we're on campus, we'll have once again morning a couple sessions during the day and a session in the evening. Those will be again the plenaries will be for people who are there on the campus, but also for people who are taking the hybrid version and calling in virtually. So that's going to be sort of the main way that we work with this. We do organize the schedule, and again, you saw the dashboard has the readings, the master classes. The master classes are also transcribed. You have the slides. I didn't have a chance to show it, but we do have a library where there are for the trainer and master trainer, where there are demos that are done by me, Judy, or one of our other NLPU affiliates. And then there's also an a library of audio and video recordings. So it's really quite rich. But again, then the schedule itself will be I believe it's the 3rd to the 11th online. And then it's the 13th to I believe it's the 6th. No, hold on. I will get the dates exactly right here. The in-person part is the 11th, so it's the 2nd through the 8th is online, excuse me. And then it is the 11th through the 17th that is in person, and the 19th to the 24th is the anniversary event. So hopefully, Christina, does that answer that, or do you have more?
Yes, so it's not full days live training them, but there's snippets. Is there a time already cleared for Asia, Europe, America that those time slots are allocated?
Yes. So the time slots for Europe are usually from it's from 7:30 till 9 in the morning. Sorry, 7:30 till 9 at night in Europe, and it's in the morning California time. And then we have an evening one in California that's for the Asian group. And then the practice sessions then would be probably just right after that. So it would be maybe there would be a practice session from 9 to I mean sorry yeah 9:15 or something to 10 or 10:15, something like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, Kyoko, yes.
Hello from Japan.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Yes. I want to ask you, I need actually the help. So for choosing which courses I'm going to, be in, because
Okay.
I finished my master trainer's course in Santa Cruz in
Yes.
2023, and
Yes.
I have been taking a lot of SFM courses with
Yeah.
Robert. And so my direction is already in Santa Cruz, but I cannot see my final address, my seat, like do I attend the SFM course, or can I can also be the resource person for the trainers and master trainers course. And my mind is that, I want to contribute myself and I want to be there, but so who can I have a conversation with this? I don't know. So I just need help. Where's my seat? In Santa Cruz.
Well, I'm sure you're going to be welcome no matter what where you're. But yeah, I don't know if the SFM courses. I don't know, Kyoko, if you have actually done the full Next Generation Entrepreneur certification, because I think that is certainly one that could be very interesting. If you haven't, it's because it's specifically designed for, building this whole circle of success. And it would be something if you're wanting to launch, your own venture, your institute, something like that. Um, so if you haven't done that, that might be one that would be useful. Now, who to talk to? Because I think um, probably you can um, maybe write to us. We maybe can find a way to have a conversation, because that sounds like you need something more personal for that. So
I have a question
yeah,
regarding this,
yes,
in regards to Kyoko's question for
yeah,
Robert, Teresa, and
yeah.
Judy, which is, I'm curious, what is NLP University's policy for retaking courses?
Well, we do have I think, Teresa, we
We
have
used to have a policy. Teresa, do we still?
Well, I think that we have the 50%
yeah,
policy.
Yeah,
That's what I was assuming.
that's
Yeah,
what I
that's the
remember.
way
Yeah.
we were at the NLP Coaching Institute of
Yeah.
California as
Yeah.
well. And I believe Anchor Point with Susie and Tim. So yeah, so you can always apply to be a resource person, and you can also retake any of the courses for 50%, which I think is an excellent opportunity for anybody that wants to review and, dive into the community and deepen their skills.
Yeah. Thank you. So Deb, I see your hand is up.
Oh, yes, and now I can't remember what I was going to say.
It'll come back around.
It'll come back
It'll
around,
come
but it was
back
something
around.
about Kyoko's. So if I remember, I'll just put it in the group chat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and I did put something in the group chat, so that may have been it.
Okay.
I'll get my hand down.
Okay, dear.
Well, I think we are kind of approaching our closing time. Any other questions? Any other thoughts from any of us who are going to be there on as the trainers. Anything to add to?
If we were not at the end of the webinar, I would ask, what would you like this anniversary to be like? And as a collective intelligence facilitator, I would ask, how could we create that event in a way that really resonates with where
Yes.
the community is and what our aspiration and intentions are, and so we can really co-create that event together. So that would be where I would be, but it's not time to do it.
Could we have everyone put one sentence into the chat and I will copy it?
Yes, and I will also, by the way, as we get ready to wrap up, I am going to show, this is the website where you can also find out, more information. We will be posting an edited version of this this up there as well. But here's where you can go and enroll for the programs there. You can also find out more about them. Um, and yeah, this is about something about I was talking about this success factor modeling for healthcare program, that Susanna's Fast Track for Master Practitioner and Coach Certification. We also have some very interesting things that we're already using some AI where you can find out a little bit more. Have these very interesting podcasts relating to these programs coming up. So NLP University website is a great place to also stay tuned to some of these other questions and more, of course, more about what will be in the anniversary event. So, so I see that there's very interesting things there. Put in a one sentence, one or two sentences in the chat. Yeah, I am going to put something in myself.
Yeah, if you haven't already joined the Facebook NLPU 2025 community, please join us there on that space. And that could also be the place where you share your own aspiration for this event so that we can keep track of all that is, all the wealth of ideas that are already present in the community. So please.
And for people who don't use Facebook, we have a LinkedIn page as well,
Yeah.
Jean-François. Yes.
Thank
yes. So, yeah.
And that information is already in the chat.
Yes.
Both the LinkedIn and the Facebook.
Great.
Thanks, Robert and Judy.
All of you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Adnan, again. Adnan,
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yes, it's good to see you.
Thank you all
everybody.
for blessing my heartbeats, because
Yes.
my life doing this, and I know Robert spent his life. He was 19. I was about 23 or 4. So
My goodness.
Susie was only 2, I'm sure. No, she thought. So thank you all for the blessings. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for the 50 years of tremendous fun and of growth and of
generativity and co-collaboration and joy and challenges and answers to the challenges, and so
and lots and lots of love on all the
a lot of
in
love.
between.
A lot of taking care of each other on the floor, and then standing upright, with the big time, the hard times and the good times. So blessings to you all. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
you.